Well, now that I'm finished with Season 1 of Amphibia, how about I talk about the Amphibians of Amphibia? It actually is pretty hard to tell the difference between the amphibians in Amphibia, though it's obvious that the newts and salamanders have tails and the frogs and toads don't. But it's not as easy to tell the difference between frogs and toads sometimes. I mean, when they showed up with these horned frogs, at first I thought they were toads, but no, they're frogs. Oh, and that reminds me, when Sprigg said that they were cannibals, well, he's actually wrong, because there are different species of frog. And yes, there are a lot of amphibians that eat other amphibians, but unless they eat the same species as their own, they're not cannibals. And it's especially hard to tell the difference between newts and salamanders. But as I've heard from other sources, newts are salamanders, just like how toads are frogs. And I guess that's fine, because even with the show, it's hard to tell the difference between the toads and the frogs, and the newts and the salamanders. I mean, I could say that the toads have bigger heads than the frogs, but so do those horned bullfrogs, and they're frogs. So, I guess that really doesn't matter. The only amphibian we haven't seen are the caecilians. That's right, what you're looking at is not a worm or a snake, but a type of amphibian called the caecilian. Now, it might be hard to imagine what a caecilian would do in Amphibia, since it doesn't have any limbs, no arms to pick things up. But anything can happen. Ollie pulled a bunch of mushroom grenades out of nowhere. So, just use your imagination. Though I really hope they don't just add limbs to caecilians, that would be wrong. If they did, it would just be a salamander. I think it might just be best if they hold things in their mouths. I mean, they already dig through dirt with their faces. Well, we haven't seen any caecilians in Season 1. I hope they show up in Season 2. And since they are burrowing creatures, maybe they'll live in an underground city. There's also some other amphibians yet to see, like a newt called an axolotl, which is known for its healing properties, like Deadpool. Or the hairy wolverine frog, which can break its own finger bones to grow claws. Well, that's all I have for today. In the meantime, I'm gonna go watch Infinity Train. So until next time, I'll see you later.